Hello friends and welcome back. I am now on Discord, so you can catch me on there. I will leave the link in the description. Today the topic is proto-religion. Some of you might be asking, what is proto-religion? Others might not be. So let's get started. Anthropologists argue that if proto-religion existed in the pre-Upper Paleolithic, it was limited to rituals used for social bonding. The social emotions needed for religion are probably found in non-human primates. The well-documented evidence for empathy, pride, and primitive fairness in monkeys and apes. This points to the foundations of religion being laid before the hominid split. Other lines of evidence that suggest pre-Upper Paleolithic proto-religion are cannibalism, early symbols, and deep cave exploration. I will deal with each of these separately. Many hunter-gatherer societies eat the flesh of their deceased as a way of ingesting the spirit. The practice applied to enemies and tribesmen alike. Homo erectus skulls dug up near Beijing indicate that hominids engaged in cannibalism as far back as 500,000 years. These skulls were opened at the bottom, similar to how more recent cannibals open the skull. In addition, evidence of defleshing has been found in Ethiopia, South Africa, and among the Neanderthals in Croatia and France. Defleshing serves no practical purpose, but is used in ritual. In many of these cases, cannibalism for survival cannot be ruled out, but it still remains a possibility that it was ritualistic and represents some sort of spirituality. Red ochre is an iron oxide that has little practical use, but is used in ritual extensively. The first signs of red ochre use dates back close to 1 million years in Oldowan sites and African caves. It appears that hominids were mining red ochre 100,000 to 200,000 years ago. A red ochre cobble found in South Africa and decorated with crosses has been dated to 77,000 years ago and is considered by some to be the oldest piece of art. Aside from red ochre, a 3 million year old jasper cobble shaped like a human face was found in South Africa, with the nearest source being 10 kilometers away. This suggests that it was purposefully transported. Some Neanderthal caves also suggest ritual behavior. For example, a cave in France appears to have arranged stalagmites in 2 circles, with one surrounding what remains of a fire about 1/4 mile into the cave. The fire remains have been dated to around 50,000 years ago. Other Neanderthal cave sites also hint at ritual, even though none of these is indicative of pre-Upper Paleolithic religion alone. The totality of evidence suggests that some behavior surpassed utilitarian interest. Social stratification is apparent only after the transition to the Upper Paleolithic. Thus, any religion or proto-religion prior to this time is expected to fall within the parameters of egalitarian hunter-gatherers. It seems then that pre-UP religion was that of social bonding without the supernatural. During the Middle Paleolithic, hominids had the challenge of keeping stability in larger, distantly related or non-related groups. Therefore, kinship could no longer be the stabilizing force. At this time, hominids that created more cohesive groups had a survival advantage, and ecstatic rituals more than likely played a part. These ecstatic rituals could have been as simple as group dance or other coordinated events with no supernatural entities. Pre-UP proto-religion involves two aspects of modern religion: ecstatic states and social emotions. Testable hypotheses have been posited for this stage in religious development, and some have evidence backing them up. The second hypothesis states that brain structure stimulated by group-based religious rituals are similar for group-based secular activities like square dancing. This model also predicts that psychological effects are the same for both group religious rituals and coordinated group secular activities. Group rituals, whether secular or religious, release opioids that facilitate social bonding. Genetic evidence indicates that Homo sapiens arose around 150,000 years ago in Africa, but we are less certain about when culture and behavior of modern humans developed. It seems that in Europe, sophisticated tools, hunting practices, and symbolism appeared relatively quickly, about 40,000 years ago, whereas in Africa, it appears to have emerged slowly over 250,000 years. Anthropologists speculate that when anatomically modern humans emerged with the modern human brain, they were able to remember, manipulate, and interpret altered states of consciousness, which then brought into being supernatural entities in order to explain these experiences. The current model suggests that this marked the birth of shamanism. For our purposes, shamanism is defined as the attainment of ASCs to interact with the spirits on behalf of one's community. McLennan posits that shamanistic healing enhanced individual fitness in the past. Those who were both physically and psychologically prone to the rituals had an advantage over those who weren't, which could have eventually led to a group advantage. These quote-unquote miraculous healings are still effective in instilling supernatural beliefs. Anthropologists propose that shamanistic healing is the bridge between pre-Upper Paleolithic religion and Upper Paleolithic religion. That's all for now. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Join me on Twitter, and I am now on Discord. Those links will be in the description. As well, I have linked my source in the description. As always, question everything and never be afraid. Until next time, bye.